All right, guys, we're ready to roll.
I was
Let's
looking
do
at
this.
a house here yesterday to buy. So this is Stormfront Freaks brings you your first ever The State of the Freaks Address with your host, Serena Arnold. With Storm Chaser, Greg Johnson. Weather Channel meteorologist, Jen Watson. And Storm Chaser and Outbreak co-host, Dan Wallace. With Weather.com meteorologist, Dina Knightley. And Storm Chaser, Edgar O'Neal. Giving speeches tonight is StormCat5 and our fearless leader, Phil Johnson. Your State of the Freaks address starts now.
Good evening and welcome everybody to the first annual State of the Freaks address. We're glad you could all be here with us tonight. Now we want you to know that this is a very serious event. This is a very highly anticipated event. We've been waiting for it for a really long time. There's going to be highs, there's going to be lows. So let's kick this off by getting some highlights from my co-anchors here here today. I want to go around and let's have everyone who's here talk about what do you expect most to see from this State of the Freaks tonight. We're going to go ahead and start with Gregels. With the pucker, I think, speaks for it all.
I mean, I think it's pretty clear that Phil's going to take the position that tornadoes were the big story this year. But let's not forget all the hurricanes that happened. We had some really amazing stuff happen along the Gulf of America down there earlier in the past few weeks.
I'm sorry. The Gulf of what?
The Gulf of America.
Oh, I see. Okay.
I'm not sure if you guys knew about the renaming of it, but anyway, we're super
I haven't heard that at all yet.
Really?
No.
Well, anyway, I think Phil's going to go along the tornado route, and that he seems to have a one-track mind on these sorts of things. Brady, on the other hand, seems to be a tropical storm kind of guy, and I think he's going to approach the tropics as the big story of 2024. But with these two, it's really hard to tell.
It is. Well, and Brady talking about the tropics, it's really falling along party lines. He lives down there. It's his home front.
Right.
We know he's coming at it from a biased perspective. Yes,
Yeah,
thank you
he
so much,
totally
Greg.
is. Yeah.
Dina, what is it that you think we can expect this evening from these two people?
I'm hoping to expect some pants on Brady there because I have a feeling he's like just dressed from the top up. So kind of, if he's got a dress code here or not, I'm not sure. But a little bit unexpected. Not sure how things are going to play out tonight. Kind of curious to see what the big announcement is.
Mm-hmm. Yes, and I have the fact checker speaking with me right now. We did confirm pants are questionable for Brady. So thank you for bringing that up. Dan Wallace, why don't you go ahead and let us know what you are expecting to hear this evening?
Well, I'm happy that pants are in the agenda, and I'm proud of Brady for actually tying his tie. There was some question if that was going to happen.
He did.
He did tie it.
I think that was a clip-on, Dan. I can't be sure, but I'm fairly certain that it was a clip-on.
Was that a quick switch?
I think it was.
Interesting. And let's see, Hunter. We can't see you at the moment, but that is all right. I think your opinion still matters, and we would still like to hear what you expect to hear this evening.
I have a running conspiracy that this City of the Freaks address is all about Phil confessing his love for the dark web.
Whoa.
Interesting.
That's quite
Very
a scoop,
interesting.
Hunter.
That is quite a scoop. That is quite a
that-
scoop. Now, we're going to be looking forward to hearing these candidates' opinions here in just a second. Real quickly, though, they're going to be talking about their highlights. What is your highlight from this year? Very briefly and very quickly, as we tell our candidates that they've got about 2 minutes to get ready.
Well, can do you mind if I jump in here, Serena,
Yes.
and get started? I think for me, the Plains tornado outbreak late April into early May was kind of a highlight, I think, in the world of weather. But it was certainly, it certainly seems like a lifetime ago when you see what happened in California at the beginning of January with the fires. And It's hard to overstate the impact that that's going to have on the weather economy.
Understandable. Dan, what are your thoughts on your favorite?
The thing that came to mind first was when Orange Crush found the cows and the big hole in the road.
Yes.
He was trying to Dukes to Hazard it.
Yeah, when he lost the bumper.
Yeah, we all remember Orange Gate very well. Yeah, thank you for that. No, that was a good point. Hunter, what about for you?
For me, it feels like we've had a decade's worth of weather shoved into 365 days.
No question.
My favorite part by far had to have been the Northern Lights. It's been a fantastic season for the Northern Lights. May 10th, the Gannon Storm, and October 10th. Just 2 fantastic days for people all around the world to view this amazing phenomena.
Although I agree with you on that, Hunter, I think it's clear that both of these speakers tonight will not even touch on the Aurora. It's just not on their domestic agenda at all. We haven't heard them talking about Aurora in seemingly years, and so I don't think that that's something that neither of these two are going to make it clear to anybody that they care about anything other than destructive weather.
I couldn't agree more, Greggles. Dina, your closing thoughts here before we turn it over to our speakers.
I would say this is not my favorite weather, but my favorite collaboration we did this year was with the Carolina Weather Group, raising money for Hurricane Helene victims. It was good to get together with those guys and actually do some good, raise some money with the Red Cross. And it was nice getting to talk to them and actually feeling like you did something. So
very nice.
A little serious note.
Excellent points. I love it. For me, the final question we have before we have our speakers take the stage here is, will we ever forget Clovis? It's been a couple years now, but it seems to be deep in everybody's minds. And I'm curious to see if that makes its way into the conversation tonight.
That is a great question.
I think our speakers are heading to the stage. We're going to go ahead and pause and then make sure everyone's paying attention. I'd love to hear everybody's thoughts after the State of the Freaks.
Hey, let's hear it. Let's clap it up. Let's clap it up. Come on, everyone. Dan.
I'll give you a clap.
Dan.
Come on.
Yeah, there we go.
StormCat.
Good evening. Ladies and gentlemen, weather enthusiasts, drone pilots, storm chasers, meteorologists, dominators. My fellow Stormfront freaks, thank you for gathering here today on this momentous, on this massive, on this epic, on this truly historic day. A day in which we remember those who have sacrificed so much while gaining so little. The storm chaser with 0 followers who does it to save lives. The storm spotter who is constantly calling in accurate reports. The drone pilots who capture footage of weather we could only dream of. The National Weather Service employee who gives up everything to pursue their dreams. The TV meteorologist who works 12-hour shifts in times of severe weather. We here at the Stormfront Freaks, thank you. And all of us, there we go, Dan. And all of us, and all around us that support us through thick and thin, as each one of us pursues our dream. And that is exactly what we are here doing at this channel. Our group, it's a dream. Most of us here, that dream, we've had it since we were kids. And for some reason, we love the weather. For some weird reason, we have always loved the weather. And now we are trying to make that dream a reality. I'm here to say the state of the freaks, the state of this dream is strong. Thank you, Dad. From the continued success of the podcast to the emergence of the YouTube channel to this epic storm chase week of 2024, the Stormfront Freaks are here to stay. Guys, let's first start with YouTube. This year, we saw never before seen growth. We started with 1,500 subscribers. We ended with 5,000. That is over a 450% increase. We also... Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. We also saw over 17,000 hours of videos watched. Guys, 17 hours. You could climb Mount Everest. You could start a new language. You could watch a 1-hour movie 17,000 times. We also had over... Thank you. We also had over 162,000 views, which was a 1,000% increase from the last year. 1,000, that's like 10 times 100. That's crazy. It's never before seen. Thank you very much. We also had a total of 45 published videos, 56 shorts, and 115 live streams. 115, and each one of you, all of you were a massive part of that success. By watching, by liking, by subscribing, you smashed records. We here at the Stormfront Freaks smashed records! From our mods to our members, to our mission from sea to shining sea, from the UK to Germany and throughout the US, we are united and we are strong. The state of this channel is strong. Yeah! And we are just getting started. We started Outbreak this year, a show in which where we live streamed severe weather. We covered hurricanes and tornadoes, fires and blizzards alike. We had some amazing moments. We met some amazing people, from the dinos to the nuggies to streaming the stream to dominating virtual tornadoes with Jordan to covering a tornado outbreak in my hometown. It was a truly wild... What? Boo? Boo? Who's booing? Shut up! Anyway, we are building a juggernaut. And all of us here at the Stormfront Freaks and all of us watching, we are strong. The state of this group, thank you. The state of this group, of this community, of these Stormcats are strong because you are strong. Thank you very much. People ask me, why subscribe? What differentiates your group from all the others? I could say it's editing style, the wild live streams, the entertaining forecasts, the knowledgeable insights with a panel that you can't find anywhere else. But it's so much more. It's Jen's massive positivity and on-camera skills. It's Dina's unique experience as a pilot. It's Serena's deep knowledge and weather expertise and her badass driving skills. Maz's legendary one-liners, Phil's organizational skills and his famous dirty jokes. MJ as the orchestrator, Greg's epic storm chasing and photography skills. It's Jordan's storm knowledge and chasing acumen. It's Edgar who brings the fire every time, and Hunter's on-point storm commentary, and Dan as the voice of reason and steadfast support. We are strong. It's my general insanity and Carly and Mama G, our mods, who keep the chat on track with constant warnings, and our entire community who supports us every single step of the way. Guys, this is so much more than one person. This right here is a movement. And each one of us, every single person, from the people to my left, to the people in the chat, to our moderators, to everyone watching this video, all of you have an essential role to play. If you're a moderator, then moderate. If you are a co-host, then co-host. If you are a viewer, then view and smash the hell out of that like and subscribe button and share it with every single person you know. Thank you. Thank you. What we do, what each of us does this next year will determine our future. So let's do this. Let's do it right and let's do it big. Looking in the past, we had a wild history. We had a wild time storm chasing. It was an unbelievable trip. We traversed thousands of miles, made hundreds of friends, and dominated tornadoes. We had Serena's badass driving. Thank you. Serena's badass driving. Phil's epic off-road air. Dina's expert tracking. Dan's calming influence. And Greg's pinpoint photography. It was an unbelievable trip. Nothing could stop us. This journey has taken us many places, and we have learned many things. I have grown as a person, as a man, as a friend, and all of us here at the Stormfront Freaks have grown so much because of all of you. And this is only beginning. This is chapter 1 of a long, incredible journey that we've embarked on here together. So buckle up. Strap in. We've got big plans for 2025. More live streams, more forecast videos, more podcasts, and another epic chase week. Because I'm not stopping until we make it. I'll leave you with this. One thing. When it comes to your dreams, go for it. Don't let it go. Don't ever let it go. And if you feel it, chase it. This is StormCat5, and I will see you on the next one. Thank you. Thank you very much. We got more. We got more, guys. Phil's up next. All right, Phil. It's time for your speech, brother. Go kill it.
So, ladies and gentlemen, esteemed listeners, fellow weather enthusiasts, and friends of the Stormfront Freaks podcast, and my very enthusiastic partner, StormCat5. I already fired my speechwriter, ChatGPT. I said, you're out of here. You're done. I'm bringing on the next one. But it is my honor to stand before you today and deliver the inaugural State of the Podcast address. And as we look back on the year of 2024, we're reminded of those storms that we've chased, the laughs we've shared, and the incredible milestones that we've reached. So this year has been one for the record books. It's an unforgettable chapter in the Stormfront Freaks journey. And I am thrilled to share the highlights of what made 2024 a banner year for our podcast. And it starts by celebrating our guests. One of the cornerstones of the success is the remarkable lineup of guests that we've had a privilege to feature this year. Their insights, stories, and expertise that made each episode unforgettable. Among our most popular episodes included Dr. Josh Werman and Dr. Karen Kasiba. Gotcha. Whose riveting tales of the recorded 318 mile per hour record-breaking wind gust near Greenfield, Iowa was one of the most downloaded episodes of 2024. We also had Will and Siri of Roblox Twisted It was a rare interview opportunity from the creators of the popular storm chasing Roblox game, and it introduced the Stormfront Freaks podcast to a new and younger audience. And who can forget Brett Adair and Brandon Clement? They gave us a front row seat on how to chase Dixie Alley as part of our number 4 in the Storm training series. And they earned their episode a spot as one of the top viewed episodes of the year. So our guests, they inspire us, they challenge us, they enrich our understanding of the ever-changing world of weather, and we're endlessly grateful for their contributions. So as StormCat5 talked about, it was also a record-breaking year in the numbers. So 2024 was a year of extraordinary growth, and the numbers actually speak for themselves. I mean, check this out. Total downloads in 2024, 43,000 audio downloads, bringing our total to over 325,000 total downloads, and even more views of our video shows on YouTube that StormCat5 talked about. Yeah, you better fucking believe it. So those live video streams of our podcast are now available to our supporting Patreon team. So you can actually join our Patreon team if you go to patreon.com/stormfrontfreaks and become as little as $5 a month. You can become one of our supporting Patreon members and teammates. You can actually access those live streams of our podcast, join in the chat, and actually have an opportunity to interact with our guests through that. So check that out. Yeah, yeah. So our top episode was the Twisters reaction episode. And so the movie Twisters that came out this summer obviously opened up a lot of opportunities for a number of our freaks as well. But this featured the National Weather Service, WCM, and film advisor Rick Smith. And we also had the film extra and forewarned storm chaser Connor Toon joining us on that reaction episode. We had over 2,600 downloads and views in the first 30 days. It was epic. Absolutely epic. And listen to these listener milestones we had last year. During the year, we were sustaining a top 10 Earth Science podcast position in the United States on Apple Podcasts, reaching as high as number 2 during the year. And we also, yeah, that's big, guys. We also reached top 10 in Canada, Australia, South Africa, Germany, Ireland, and Mexico. So these achievements are testaments to the power of our incredible listeners who contribute to share their passion and enthusiasm for storms with us. Now, the moments that define 2024, from the studio to the storms, here are some of the moments that really stood out as unforgettable. It started the year with the 200th episode at the summit of Mount Washington and the Mount Washington Observatory, where we experienced 90-mile-per-hour winds, minus 40 wind chills Fahrenheit, along with our guests Reed Timmer and Janice Dean. It also was, as previously discussed, the initiation of our Outbreak Live storm coverage and streaming forecasts, where our own meteorologist Brady Harris took on the StormCat5 mantra and brought together our freaks and friends to create an entertaining and educational opportunity to inform and warn people of severe weather. Our live coverage of Hurricane Helene, blended with our podcast guest meteorologist Andrew Markowitz, hit massive downloads and was a unique way to bring you live storm coverage and titillating conversation with a popular social media phenom. And again, as mentioned, good old Stormfront Freaks Chase Week 3 that we had in May, where the team encountered its first tornado emergency near Midland, Texas, with multiple RFD spin-ups going around us, multiple nights of extraordinary lightning shows, meeting up with fellow chasers Vince Walty, Daniel Shaw, Jordan Hall, and Reed Timmer, just to mention a few, and of course, celebrating the birth of StormCat5. So every laugh, every story, and every storm has brought us closer as a community. But let's look ahead to 2025. The future of Stormfront Freaks is as bright as a clear sky after the storm. And here's what you can expect. Yeah, tell you what, you get excited about that sentence, you just wait. Here's what you can expect in the coming year. We've got exciting new guests and familiar favorites. We're going to continue to bring you the brightest minds and the boldest voices in weather. Some of the guests already scheduled include Cameron Nixon, Connor Croft, Trey Greenwood, Local Man Weather, and Josh Morgerman. We also are going to have some innovative features, from live stream chases to new interactive opportunities. We're finding more ways to connect with you and reach our listeners, including, listen to this, we've got a streaming selfie camera at the National Storm Chaser Summit, where attendees can share their favorite storm story, and they can do that live through the event, throughout the event, broadcast live on our YouTube channel and compiled into our special Summit podcast episode. Yeah. So like if you're there, you need to come selfie streamy yourself. Sounds kind of dirty, but I like it. Yes, thank you. And we're also expanding our reach with plans to grow our community even further. Stormfront Freaks is going to aim to reach new listeners worldwide with first-time specials like our live broadcast commentary of the National Storm Chaser Summit Awards ceremony with StormCat5, Edgar O'Neal, and Jordan Hall. We're going to be providing that as a free service for all those in the U.S. and around the world that can't attend. So get the registration link on our Twitter account post. Search Stormfront Freak. Yeah. So in closing, I just want to extend a heartfelt thank you to everyone who made 2024 such an unforgettable year. To our listeners and viewers, you're the heart of this podcast. To our partners and Patreon team, your support powers our mission. And to the Freaks team, your passion and dedication make it all possible. So together, we've built something extraordinary. So here's to the storms behind us and the adventures ahead. Thank you, and let's make 2025 our best year yet.
Wow. Well, we have two very powerful speeches that we heard tonight that were very moving. And I think in summary, what I heard tonight was Brady's speech was strong. And I think it was strong. And I think he did a good job being strong. And I think Phil really helped to highlight just how much the Freaks have done and how far we've come. Let's go around the room here and see what you guys have to say as well. Greggles, what do you think?
I mean, I was kind of taken aback by the passion with which both gentlemen, brought their messages to the masses. And you can debate all you want about who did a better job. I mean, we could have that debate all night. But one thing is very clear is that they both love this podcast.
Yeah. No, there were only winners tonight. I didn't see any losers. Dina, what do you think?
I think you nailed it there, that they were both powerful speeches. They really resonated with people. And I'm very excited for the future. Very excited for what we have coming up in 2025 and beyond. I think both people really made their message clear to everybody who's listening, and I couldn't be more excited.
No, I agree completely. Dan, as a leader of the Patreon party here, I think that they did a lot to bring you into the group here this evening and talk about how the things that this administration is doing affects you. Let's talk about how you feel as a Patreon.
I'm very optimistic about the future, and I heard a lot of numbers that I liked. If you know me, you know I love numbers. So I'm so optimistic. I'm excited for 2025 and beyond.
Dan,
Nice.
did you notice though that there was no talk of any new drone technology coming forward from the Freaks? I did think that was an omission that both gentlemen had. Your thoughts on that?
Well, Part 107 is very important, and I'd like to see some more talk about that. Yes.
Okay. To be continued, I suppose. Wonderful, wonderful. Hunter, what are your thoughts on this evening's State of the Freaks?
Long live 2024. Here's to endless growth in 2025.
Very nice. Very nice. Any last comments that we have from the Freaks this evening?
Well, I'd like to. Is it possible that I'm getting? I'm hearing, Serena, now that we might be able to actually speak with both gentlemen live.
Oh,
We hear
right?
you. We
Can you guys
hear
hear
you. We hear you. You're coming on loud and
Hello?
clear.
Excellent.
Is this working? Hello?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is great. I'm so glad to be able to talk to both of you, Mr. Harris. Before I get to the president, can I please ask you about the outbreak situation? How is it possible, do you think, you can have more outbreak coverage in 2025 than you did in 2024? I mean, you guys set all sorts of records in 2024. 2025 would have to be an amazing storm year for you to be able to reach that goal. What's your plan?
I have no doubt. I have no doubt in my mind that we will be streaming more than we did last year. And you know what? You could hold me to that. That is a campaign promise. Last year, we had 115 live streams. If you take that, you take out maybe 30 to 40 for the podcast, we almost went live 1 out of every 4 days. This year, I pledge 1 out of every 3. At least. Ooh. Maybe 1 out of every 2. Who knows? Maybe we'll be live every single day. But as a politician, I can promise whatever I want. And it might come
That
true,
is a
and it
really
might
bold
not.
statement coming from
But here's the
StormCat5
deal.
tonight.
Here's the deal. Everyone knows that us here at the Stormfront Freaks, we actually control the weather. So we can go live. We'll make as much severe weather as we can. So, spread that. Anyway, I hope that answered your question.
nice.
Yes.
President Felicius, these are mighty big words from StormCat5. Do you think he has the chops to stand up to people?
I certainly think he can. I won't make it. I'm not going to make any campaign promises that I'm going to be there for everybody every single day. But I'm certainly certain that StormCat5 can get it done.
And President Felicius, are you stating that about StormCat5 because he's currently unemployed and so has plenty of time to actually do the outbreak coverage?
I would not be aware of, but that certainly would help the cause.
I do believe, Greggles, that he is a consultant.
Yes.
A consultant at consulting. That's
that?
That's the title. And no one knows.
What's a consultant?
No one
But
knows.
President Felicius, I do appreciate you crossing party lines and helping StormCat5 and giving him a good positive push. That's a nice thing to see this nowadays.
I'm all about the people, all about the freaks.
Yeah.
Yep.
It is so essential these days to make sure you go across the aisle, and that's what we do here at the Stormfront Freaks.
Yeah, I think that message came across loud and clear to the audience this evening.
I have another question for the president, if I may.
Uh-oh.
Phil, may I ask you a question?
Is this on?
Oh, okay.
Is this on? Okay. Yep.
Yeah. So you had also mentioned in your very, very long speech a list of incredible guests that you have coming up. Is there anyone that maybe you missed out on or didn't touch on that you would maybe give us a little sneak peek, somebody you're working on to get on the show that you maybe just didn't want to tease in the main speech, or
Well, I have been in conversations with Glenn Powell. We still haven't quite figured out a schedule that will work yet, but I've sent an email to his people.
And
Hang on, I'm grabbing my pearls. I'm clutching my pearls.
Dina, calm your heart.
If we do get him on the show, Phil, all of the guys, we're all going to have to wear tight, wet, white t-shirts.
Yeah.
And cowboy hats.
and a
I'm
cowboy
available.
hat.
I can
I'm
be there that
available.
day.
I will make
I'm available
myself
for that
available.
episode. Good.
Hey, but I have a question for the panel. What are you guys most looking forward to for the next year? And maybe
Now?
we could start.
Glenn
Well,
I can't get past the Glenn Powell thing, so I don't know. I got nothing.
Let me reiterate. I sent his people an email.
That would
book
be
it.
cool.
Book it.
So yes, we are in
did.
conversation.
It's incredible.
I'm always ready to chase. I'm looking forward again this year. I think hopefully we'll get to do it a little earlier this year, since things were kind of breaking earlier in the year. Plus, I got some graduations I got to deal with in May, so I'm hoping we can find some time to get Chase Week in there and planned. That would be
It'll
nice.
happen.
I'm looking forward to it already.
Dina, if you feel it, chase it, right?
Exactly.
You feel it.
I feel it. I feel it.
So, Brady, as being our Outbreak host, how do you feel about our Day 3 and Day 4 outlooks? Are we going live? Are we going live?
Yeah, we'll have to see. Some of the models were hinting at a little bit of like backing off, but we'll see what the SPC has to say. I'm talking to Rick right behind me, so I'll make sure to ask Rick behind me.
Yeah, he's been really riveted to his screen.
Well, he's been working. Rick's been working behind me as I've been, getting ready. So, and it looks like we got a surprise too. We got meteorologist Jen Watson who's joining us as well.
Standing behind Rick? He's been standing there for a while too.
They're all very
His legs
locked in behind us. Yeah, they're all very locked
Rick's
in behind us.
hyper-focused.
He is. So we got meteorologist Jen Watson who's just joined us. So Jen, we just had the speech, we wrapped up, and now we're kind of in the final. Is there anything that you're looking forward to 2020? She's just like, the 2024.
I love you guys so much. I wasn't even watching anything beforehand, so coming on to President Felicious with a cigar and you, StormCat5, I am.
Oh wait, that's a cigar?
Oh, duh!
What do you think I was sucking on?
Thank you, Dan.
Don't answer that
It's
question.
a prop from a bridesmaid's party.
Oh my god, I have so much joy. Like, I'm speechless. I'm happy. I can't wait to give you guys hugs in a couple of weeks. I don't even know what to add. What am I looking forward to in 2025?
Yeah, is there anything you're like, you know what? We climbed this mountain in 2024, but 2025 we're gonna climb that mountain.
Like as a group collectively, or is this me?
Or either or.
Oh my God. I'm ready for us to, on our storm chase, to get 5 tornadoes in a day. I want 5 tornadoes in a day. Yeah. Yeah. I'm going
Like
for
the
over
movie.
10.
Like the movie. There you go. one, you go to the next one, you see them, they're all over the
Yeah,
place.
yeah. It's like nonstop tornadoes. Like we look in every
Yeah.
direction and there's a tornado.
And they're not even driving 4 or 5 hours to get there. It's right there.
Yeah, they're coming to us. And it's amazing. It's the most epic trip ever. We become international stars, and I don't know. It's just wonderful.
Yeah, I love it.
I have a magical world of unicorns and rainbows and tornadoes. So,
Jen, that is just like in my speech. That is the kind of positivity this group needs, and that will propel us into 2025. This is a campaign promise from me. We will see at least 5 tornadoes a day on our storm chasing week. I'm going to guarantee it right now.
StormCat5. I mean, your name says it. StormCat5, Brady.
We got to get at least 5.
Bold.
Hey, I just all I have to say is Hunter asked if you were going live in a couple days, and you were like, I don't know. After saying you were going live every day. So I'm going to hold you to that campaign promise.
All right. That's a yes. Oh, and you guys were right. I am not wearing, well, I'm wearing shorts, but not pants. So you guys were all right about that.
Oh my God, you guys look so
Unfortunately.
dapper.
Well, you're a
though.
politician, you know.
Fancy.
Don't seem
Yeah,
to
you
like
got
to wear
to.
your pants.
Oh my God, are you guys going to dress up like this at the summit?
Oh, well, I think I have to
Nope.
because I'm in the thumbnail like that.
You should though.
No, you guys don't have to do that.
I
I mean, you
I'm
can
bringing
if you want to.
I'm bringing a suit. I'm bringing a
I
suit.
bet
I've already
Edgar's not
packed
wearing
it.
a suit.
Does Edgar own a suit?
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't see him. He's not a suit guy.
He's a colorful. He's got lots of. He's got a unbelievable wardrobe. I just don't know if there's a suit in it. That's all.
Everyone.
There might be one of those T-shirts that has the suit on it.
Yeah,
you know,
that's right.
where it's like a jacket and a
T-shirt
tie.
tuxedo. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God, yes, that should so happen. A t-shirt tuxedo. Yes, and yes. Oh my
Hey
God.
Phil, Dan's got it on right now. Dan's got it on. It's epic. Phil, we got it. We got another show on Friday or Thursday, right?
Yeah. So it's Maz's podcast takeover, and it's gonna be a hellion of weather fools. He's got past guests that have sent in weather fool stories to share. And certainly with all the snow down south, I've been collecting a few dozen weather fools to share too. So
Oh, there's so many.
yeah,
That's
so it's gonna be a good time.
crazy
9
to feel the
o'clock.
snow on the beach.
9 o'clock Central. It's available again on Patreon.com, even for our free members for the month of January. We don't go until February. February is when we start. You have to be a supporting member to have access to our live streams. But we'll have that Thursday. It's going to be hilarious. Should be good.
And Phil, that's
Just gonna
8
squeak in there.
Central. 8
Yes,
Central,
8 Central, 9
right?
Eastern. Thank you.
Okay.
Yep. Correct.
I just can't get over how you guys are dressed.
We had ties on before.
We did. I chunked the tie off.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be
You
honest.
really do need to go back and watch the speeches.
Okay, I will.
This is the first time I've worn a suit literally in like 4 years. So
That's probably
You
about
should
the
wear
same
it more
for me,
often.
too.
Brady, you just
Or at
gotta
least the
walk-
tie.
Tear their ties off, like women like to tear their
I've-
bras off when they get
Yeah. Ooh.
Oh.
whoa.
What I really think we should do is, Brady, you dress exactly like that, and we follow you into a bar and just see the reaction, like video it, you know. Like you have to have the
live
shades
stream all
and
dressed
everything.
up.
Yeah.
I'd do that. You know what? At the Storm Chaser Summit, I will have a suit with me, and we'll do that. We'll do
Okay,
that. We'll find a
okay.
bar in Kansas City, and we'll do it.
Yeah. Oh my God, it's gonna be so much fun.
It is.
Oh,
I
It is.
feel like our moderator Serena has really lost control of the whole
You know,
thing.
You know what? And that's okay. I think given the state of the freaks, I think it's appropriate at the moment. I'm gonna let it roll.
Agreed. Oh,
You just gotta let them talk. Let's find out what they really think.
guys, I thought tonight was a huge success. Once again, I want to thank everyone that joined us, everyone in the chat, all of the freaks here, Greg, Dan, Jen, Dina, Serena, Phil, and Hunter. was an unbelievable night. We have an unbelievable future ahead of us, guys. Any last thoughts from the freaks or anyone else in the panel that wants to give a quick blurb here?
I've got a last one for Phil. Phil,
Go,
when you
Serena.
started all this, did you ever see this moment right here coming?
A State of the Freaks night? No, I didn't see this coming until last week. That's when I first found out about it. So yeah, no.
But truthfully, I mean, we're being funny. So, but let's be serious for a moment. Let's be serious for a moment. Look at how much the show's achieved and how much it's changed over time, and all the people are in the chat, and everyone who's engaged, and the people who have watched all the stuff that we've done. The amount of hours, Phil, you can't even calculate the amount of hours you've probably put into this, of like blood, sweat, and tears. I don't think I can say it enough for everybody here and everybody here on the chat, just to say thank you. That you have worked your butt off for something really, really cool here. And I just think it's really awesome. I think you've really worked hard for it, and I think you deserve a tremendous round of applause.
Yeah.
Spam the emotes. Everyone spam emotes.
Hey.
Emotes in the chat. Fill emotes.
I don't take compliments real well, but I do appreciate it. When I started this thing, you know, it was always to create something that I would like to listen to or watch or enjoy. And so it's always been from that standpoint, right? From the guests we've had and the topics we talk about. And I always went into it wanting, and you guys know this, right? I've given you shit about, hey, let's improve this. Let's do better with our mics. Let's get better backgrounds, better, all this kind of stuff, and just keep getting better. I never envisioned, and I don't have an end vision of like where I want to see this, or it's just constant little improvements each time, just getting a little better, do a little bit more, get creative, think of some new things. But honestly, the fun part, and I hope you guys all feel the same way, is this has become, and you have become my friends, my close friends that I get a chance to get together with every couple of weeks. It's like after work, you know, going to the local bar to hang out with your friends and having that opportunity to release and enjoy that and be in that environment. So that's been a great part of it. But the second part is watching, because we've had our core of co-hosts. Now this is by far the longest we've ever had this core group together. And so that's really what's made a lot of cohesiveness and friendships. But it's so cool to watch the awesome stuff you guys are doing, and you know, watching Brady and what he's doing now as StormCat5. It's just amazing what he's done in less than a year with creating what he's created, but
What
also
we've done.
watching each one of you, right? Because each of you, it's fun to go, oh, look what Dina's doing, and look what Serena's doing, and Greg, and watching all the different things you're doing, and Jen, and the growth. Just, it's fun because it's like you guys are getting a weather opportunity maybe that you didn't have before. And I didn't go into it going, hey, I want to give this person a weather opportunity. But it's cool to see that, and how you guys can just use what we're doing as a platform to help what you're trying to accomplish. That's what I never would have expected or thought about, is that kind of having a platform that lets each of you use that for however it might benefit you. That's what I think is cool.
Yeah.
Phil, I feel like, can you be our president?
El Presidente.
You got it, baby.
Like president of the world? Like,
got it.
that was like a true presidential speech. Oh my gosh, Phil. Like, you are amazing. I'm going to just echo that with Serena, because I know I tell you all the time, but you're the glue that holds this whole amazing operation together. We couldn't do it without you at all, not even close. So, Phil, thanks for being
Cool. Well, thank you.
awesome.
Agreed.
It's always a
that you
team
are.
effort, but thank you.
Yeah.
Agreed.
And
You know what kills me is the other day you said, hey, it's been like 10 years. And I'm like, what?
It's
We're in
crazy.
year 10.
10 years.
That's crazy.
you guys, I have to say, I looked at
I'm like, are you sure? Did you do your math right? You know, I'm like,
2016 is when we started, so we are right now in our
crazy.
10th year. We've gone 9, and we're in our
Started.
10th.
Could we find the physicist that was on our first episode and just bring him on?
that would be actually an amazing like circle.
He said
Bring
he
him
would
on.
be
I'll
back
talk
for
to
our
him.
10,000th episode, so we got a ways to go yet.
Oh wow.
I had a Facebook
Oh.
memory come up of like November 2016 of like the podcast I was on with John Erdman and Dina. And it was just like, and that was like my first time co-hosting it. And it was just,
Yeah, I
It's
remember that
crazy.
one.
yeah, that was before Zara was born. Like it's
Oh
Wow.
my
just,
gosh.
I know,
Wow.
I don't like it.
I think like because you really do have to like it if you're going to do this for 10 years.
Yeah.
And it's for fun.
I just have to say, Mama G, I've never been on the dark web before. I do want to make sure that
no.
is clear. That sometimes we talk about it and have fun. I have no idea what it is. Never been.
How
on
does
it.
he find all those weatherfalls though? Because I look up the same stuff and I never find all that
He's
stuff.
amazing at it, Phil. You're a legend.
That sounded a lot like I have never been on the dark web. Just saying.
Never been on the dark web.
Phil, I want you to
Cigar in
light
his
the
hand,
cigar.
wow.
I actually want you to.
No, my wife would kill me if I did it in the house.
But you're at Maz's place.
It is a Gurkha though. These are
Oh,
these
yeah,
are,
good
these are
point.
pretty good cigars.
Yeah, aren't
You
you at
actually
Maz's
smoke
house right
cigars?
now? Yeah, you're at Maz's house.
That's right. Hey Maz, I'm coming on your podcast. Okay.
Oh my god, I love it.
God.
Oh, it's
That's
so
awesome.
fun. And Braggles, you're here too.
I am.
I know you're
Back
here.
from
you guys.
Mexico.
I love you guys. I love you guys.
He had to go down to Mexico and thaw out a little bit.
You guys are my
Yeah.
butter geek family, and it's the best.
Oh,
You make me smile
amazing.
so much. And I can't wait to rewatch everything.
yeah, I will say if you are just joining us now, make sure you go back, rewatch. We had at the beginning of the show, we had a panel, and then we did speeches, and now we're kind of the after show. So if you are just watching it right now, make sure you go back to the beginning and watch because it was some good stuff there. Great. Serena killed it. I literally texted Serena like an hour before we started saying, "Hey, could you help facilitate?" And she just jumped right in and killed it as the
Set
official
the tone.
host here.
Set the tone.
Yeah, she did.
Good. You guys
She's,
followed suit. That was pretty.
I don't know what
fun.
I'm doing. None of us know what we're doing, but we're all having a darn
Get-
good time doing it. So
Yeah, we are.
That's
Give a
what's
lot of
great,
love to
though. We
Serena in the chat
Together we
too.
talk, have some fun.
And
I'm
this really
curious-
was a Chat GPT speech, just so you know. I added some numbers to it, but otherwise I just
Oh.
asked Chat GPT to put together a State of the Freaks.
That's actually
No.
incredible.
That's
Phil, I
actually
love numbers.
Yeah.
There you
It's a-
go.
it's
I
Yeah,
did them
love
for
those
you.
incredible.
numbers.
it's a scary,
absolutely
useful
incredible.
tool, man. I use it too sometimes.
1, 2, 3.
Love it.
Oh, Dina.
Well, cool. Well, anything else from the crew before we wrap up?
Hey, I'm looking
No.
forward to seeing everybody who's going to the Chaser Summit. I'm excited about that. So I don't know who's in the comments who's coming, but if you are, definitely come by, see us.
Yep. We'll be at Top Golf Thursday night. So see all you guys in your beautiful
Thursday.
golf swings Thursday night for
And I will say, I only did this once, and it was with Brady and Phil when we were in Oklahoma City, and I'm not good at this at all. But Brady's like the kind of person you want with you. He's kind of like that loving dad who's like, "You got it. It's okay. Just try and fall, make a swing."
Just don't hit me.
No,
Hey, all we got to do is if we don't fall in the netting, like that's a huge success, right? If we don't, as long as we don't fall, no one falls on the netting
like,
in
go
front
to
of
your
the
home.
hole.
Go to your home.
We're all good. We're all good.
So for Jen and Brady and Dina and Serena, just a reminder. So part of the setup will be I'll have a table set up with 3 mics and a camera, and it will be basically recording or streaming live at least both days, Friday, Saturday, maybe Sunday. We'll see, but definitely Friday and Saturday. So my task to you is as you see people or meet people, feel free to grab them
Pick
and
'em up.
sit down and do a quick 10-minute chat and ask them the questions you would normally want to ask them anyway. Just do it on camera and feel free to grab one another as well. Like I said, there'll be 3 microphones. So if a couple of you want to grab someone and do a threesome, you're welcome to do that.
Whoa!
Greggles.
Yeah.
That'd be great.
You never
Thank
know
you.
what's
Thank
gonna
you.
happen.
So that'll be going on, as well as we'll have that selfie camera going live, so people can just step up to the camera. I'll have a microphone set up, and they can just introduce themselves and share their favorite storm story on our YouTube channel.
No, yeah, just bear hug them, pick them up, and like take them over to the booth like that, kind of like that. Oh man, anything else, crew?
No, I just love you
That's it.
guys. And I love everyone
Yeah.
else too that's watching. I love you all, everyone.
Yep, I echo all that, guys, and more. So thank you once again for watching the first ever State of the Freaks address. Serena, as our official host, do you want to send us off?
Yes, thank you so much for being here for this inaugural State of the Freaks address. We think we have seen some unprecedented speeches, have talked about some unprecedented times, and I think the future is bright with the Freaks. Thank you all so much for joining us.
Hey, now's the fun part. Don't leave. We're gonna dance, baby. I can see everyone backstage, so you better be dancing to this song. Everyone in the chat too.
This is an
Let's go.
awkward sway. No, it's an awkward
About to
sway,
groove.
Brady. I'm not doing it.
Wait.
Can't see me.
Someone just played the. So who's playing the tornado sound effect?
I need an adult.
It's your sound? Like, Brady.
I don't know. I think it's offbeat too.
Oh, Greg knows his,
Wait, who just did that? Who just did that? What just
That was
happened?
me. Sorry, I didn't think that would
What
do
just
I would do that.
happened?
Sorry,
All
my
right,
bad.
go back.
That was me, that was me,
Pretend
that was
like
me.
you're not seeing. All right, we'll start it again. What is happening?
We are now
What
here.
is going
joining the
on?
Freaks.
Taking this.
Everybody breathe in.
Oh my god.
Hold your breath. 4, 3,
What?
2, let it out slowly.
Oh my god, I can't. It's so funny.
It's tornado warning.
I know you guys.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, I feel
I'm
like I'm gonna have like a 6-pack after the summit.
All right, we got people heading out, so those of you leaving, thank you. Serena, Dina, thank you. You're checking out.
Thank you.
Yeah, I
I got to
wake up.
I'm ripping off my shirt.
I got to figure out if Greg's doing his podcast takeover.
Oh. I can't. I'm taking off my shirt and the buttons won't come off.
Woo! Brady!
No. I have an undershirt.
Woo! Still Brady.
Hey, whoa.
That's amazing.
Oh
my
yeah.
gosh, I
Now
thought
we're.
you guys were gonna be going for like 2 hours, and I was coming in at the beginning. I'm devastated. I missed out of it.
God, if Brady's speech would have been any longer, holy cow, no. I would have been out.
I've given one
I would
best
have
man
passed
speech.
my opportunity.
I've given one best man speech, and it was like 20 minutes. I know it's so bad.
No,
Brady wasn't
Brady,
strong.
I bet you give really meaningful speeches though, like from the heart, and have everyone crying.
Oh, I'm sure he was crying. I'm sure Brady
It
was
was
crying.
too long. It was too long. It was too long. I truthfully, I never practiced it. I never practiced that speech, so I never timed it. So I had no idea how long it was going to take.
But it's awesome though. At least you had something meaningful, and they could remember it.
Thank you, Jen. Guys, ready? We all have to harmonize here at the end. Okay, so everyone at the end of this, we have to harmonize. Ready?
We're still
With
live.
what, though?
Harmonize.
Yeah, Greg left. Dina left.